get as much sleep as you can before the baby comes.
There's no babies without the marriage, and the marriage, we need the wedding.
It's true.
So we need money. That's it. Send funds. We're like, give us content now.
Y'all be twitching like, yo.
Send us pictures now. Like. Welcome back, guys. So this is just a continuation episode. We have myself, my co-host,
Dad,
and my brother.
Come on.
And so, yeah, we're just going to carrying on the conversation from where we left off.
I mean, yeah, you just want to be the best that you can. And, you want to try and set the best example. You know what I mean? So it's just on top of everything. And me being an ambitious person as well, have a lot of things I want to do and achieve and whatnot. And so trying to get the balance between that and fatherhood. But it's been a blessing because, again, working for yourself, like I feel like as a parent, I've been a lot more present than a lot of my friends probably working in corporate spaces or whatnot. Like they're getting like 2 weeks, paternity leave. You know what I mean? And so I've been able to be there, be every day, present.
Helping.
I'm not missing, bath times and all of that. You know what I mean? So
very hands-on.
Yeah. And
literally,
yeah, and it's fun. Actually, didn't think I was gonna enjoy it as much as I do, but like every moment is fun. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's brought a new dimension to life. It's crazy.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
So now that Aleda's getting bigger by the day, how are you documenting her growth? Because I've got like photo albums at home, some tapes.
Yeah.
What are you doing to keep them?
Yeah, well, my wife is, she's the pro at that. She's got everything. She's just so organized. So she's got all of her files. She's actually putting together like an album at the moment, like a physical one.
Amazing.
Not digital. So,
what, paper?
Yeah, she's putting a paper one together sort of thing. So I feel like that's a blessing. And I guess that brings me on to another point in terms of like parenthood, like, half of it is just picking who the partner's gonna be, like.
Really?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
that's that's a topic.
Yeah, and I feel like I've been blessed in that department, so.
Yeah, I think equally, I'm gonna speak on behalf of your wife because I feel like it's valid. I feel like equally she has picked well.
Yeah.
Because
you're damn right. Come on. All of this.
The heads in the room cannot fit. But I was gonna say, like, equally, I think you guys are really complement each other and work well and show what good teamwork is. Because I remember, like, the other day, I texted you and I was like, "Oh, are you gonna come round to like bring Aleda around to the house?" And you was like, "Oh no, I woke up late. I'm behind on my Sunday cleaning. I'm behind on my Sunday cleaning and my Sunday cooking." I said, "Woo, we love a domesticated man." I said,
hey,
wow.
I have to throw down.
Like,
a lot of that started when Astrid got pregnant, and then she could not like smell food. She could not in that first trimester. She couldn't do much. So kind of had to kick in a lot from there, sort of thing. But again,
and that's really nice. That I like that you're not. And I've said it before in the podcast that all the men that we've had so far are very like so far-ish have been very much like proactive.
Yeah.
All of them actually have been proactive in different various ways, but like the hands-on that I know that like changing nappies, you're always there, you're doing the nappies and like there's nothing that you haven't done.
Because we grew up seeing Dad doing all of them things like cooking and cleaning or whatever, and doing everything else and going out making money and,
fixing things at home.
Being there when he needs to be there, do you know what I mean? And so, and then changing you lot's nappies, they put man to work. So I had the practice already, like, so it's nothing. But yeah.
So then this made me want to ask, how important is it for community in raising kids, and how has that impacted? Like, do you think you've relied on community more? Would you like more community? Like, would you be like, nah, it's like I thought you would be there more? Or do you think, you know what, I've actually realised that I've got a big community. Because when they say it takes a village, it's actually quite literal. But how does that, in your world, in terms of being an entrepreneur and being ambitious, how do you then create a community for your family to help you, that even in the moments when, like, if you do have to travel, you know that your wife and your child has got a community around them. Like, how did you kind of put that into your thought process?
Yeah, no, it's something that obviously you have to cultivate, and you have to consciously create that space and that environment. So yeah, we've obviously been blessed. Like I know if I go away and whatnot, like you said, you guys, and I guess just being in good proximity.
Oh, so yeah, proximity makes a difference.
That makes a big difference. Like I'm in Brixton, you guys are in Peckham.
It's also got to do with the family structure as well, in the sense that, you know, Astrid's mum's going to be there for her. You know, we're going to be there for you.
Yeah, yeah.
If the dog needs to go for what you can call on any of us.
Call on my brothers to go with the dog. Natalie's been amazing.
Or everything. So, you know, that support is just automatically there anyway.
Yeah.
So
but you say that, but you can't even take it for granted. Like, because some people think it's gonna come, but actually, when the baby comes or whatever, it's not like how you imagined. You know what I mean? So we've been kind of lucky in that sense. But again, it's a balance of because right now I feel guilty that there's so many people I haven't seen. Like I feel like
to show her,
to nurture, but obviously you're balancing. You're trying to build business, do whatever. Obviously, I focus on the core.
You mean the friendships that you haven't seen to just nurture in terms of nurturing, or you mean to people you haven't seen to show them the baby?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like I feel like my dad, even the other day, he's cussing me like there's a certain family that I need to get
I just got a phone call saying we haven't seen the baby yet. He's nearly born. So I just passed the message on. I just passed the message on. I'm not taking on my shoulders.
Yeah, but obviously, you have to kind of choose who's going to be, because not everyone's going to see the baby all the time. Do you know what I mean? So it's like the ones that are you're going to see them on a regular basis, and that, they're actually going to be there to support. It's something that there's some spaces where I thought there would have been more, some places that has surprised me with the support. You know what I mean? So you just kind of never know until you get there.
How would you advise new parents to utilize their village?
I think, I guess just talking to people, letting people know, like, when you're actually struggling because people actually want to help. And sometimes you feel like
you don't want to be a burden.
You don't want to be a burden. Like actually, Astrid my wife felt like that. With you, sometimes she felt, I don't want to bother Natalie or Najee or da-da-da. I'm like, yo, they want to help. Like, they actually want to.
At least you have to say, please.
Yeah, they actually want to help.
Be calling my phone.
And then,
like, if you, my thing is, like, if you ask, if I can, I will. If I can't,
you'll say you can't. That's it. It's that simple.
But if you ask, I will try my best to, because I'm like, I very much value family, value community. And I think I'm also very much like, leave your kids, like in the sense of, when people say F them kids, like in a nice way.
You need to like give them space to grow and be themselves.
And just for you guys to also still be able to nurture your relationship, to be able to go out, to have date nights, and to know that you have people that you can trust, that you can leave your child with. So it's not like, she's one and you guys haven't spent a minute away from her, and she's been with you every moment, and then it's like you guys don't know what to do without the baby. So I feel like, but I think for me, in wanting to support you and to support my friends, sometimes you can feel like you don't want to be overbearing to the parents as well. You don't want to also keep emphasizing, I'm here, can I come when I come? Because you also, I'm trying to find the balance of like letting you adjust to
you still got to adjust and get used to it as well.
Get used to the environment, and like I think it can be overwhelming when you've just had a baby, so much has changed, and then everyone wants to come and see you, everyone wants to be around. So I'm a bit like, I want to see, but I also take time. So I feel like it's a balance on both ends, just knowing that you can call, and then I'm like, it's been a while, but I know they must be busy, and that's why you won't say anything. And so it takes, I think it takes balance and communication, being able to be like, I'll just let you know I'm here if you need me. If you don't, that's also cool. But I think that also communication and the relationship you have before. But I think having a baby has made us closer. it's made us closer in the sense that now, like, we will be asking for regular updates of our lives. Like, we're like, give us content now.
Y'all be twitching like, yo.
Send us pictures now, like. Once a week, we need pictures minimum, and we didn't talk.
And then it's the same thing. It's like you want to do that, but you also don't want to be that parent that's like,
sending loads of pictures.
Too much. Like you think your child is so like beautiful, like that.
This is a random question. Do you think that Aleda's growing faster to you, as in parents living in the house, or faster to us, not seeing her as much as you see her?
It must be the other way around. She must seem like she's going faster to you guys.
Yeah.
Because like within a week, so much can happen. Like she can start.
And that's why we demand pictures and videos, because we're like, we have technology now.
Yeah, instant. Yeah.
We can just
even though like we got a family group like with Nats and my brothers. Like I think Nats is on it, but my brothers, I don't know. Like, do you know what I'm saying? The man them is not always the same. Like, but
it's true. No, but I think everyone, like, there'll be a day when someone is more responsive than the others. Out of the three of us, you'll definitely get a response from Peter. And then when everyone catches up, we'll catch up. But I think it's nice to be able to be like, oh, look at these pictures. And like when you sent me the video of her, like when she first started crawling, I was just like, oh my god. And then now she's standing, it's just like, oh my god. And you're just like, oh my gosh.
I spoke about her yesterday to my mum. I was like, hey, there's gonna be one. I was like, what's it?
It's so crazy.
Yeah, no, it's crazy, man. It is, man. Yeah. But yeah, looking forward to your picking them coming, you know. Debbie, why are you looking like that?
Dad, have you sent the lottery ticket?
We keep saying we need to get these tickets before this marriage happens. Let's get these tickets.
Because there's no babies without the marriage, and the marriage we need the wedding.
It's true.
So we need money. That's it. Send funds.
I want the babies coming to my life. Not me coming to the baby's life.
Absolutely.
So, I hear that.
You guys take all your vitamins and be well.
Because that's why you also got to spread out your kids. Because I also don't want a big age gap by the time I have mine.
Right.
I still need there to be some like there. I don't need their cousins to be like,
don't get me coke.
Too old.
Like, treating them like send-outs. Like,
it's going to happen. Like,
because of the age gap.
Yeah.
So we can family plan that. Okay, cool. You go for number 3. I'll be going for number 1.
We're actually adults. Oh my god.
Hey, it's mad. It's actually in that time now. Like, it's crazy.
It's called family planning.
Literally.
How does it feel to have adult kids, Dad? Like, you don't have any children that are babies at this point. Like, you
said
what? Babies to who?
Sorry?
Babies to who? What, all adults?
Dad, don't get yourself in trouble.
Yeah, your head was
all babies still. That is the problem. You're never gonna grow up.
Yeah.
My mum always said the same. You know, you're still gonna be my baby.
Yeah.
And that's always gonna be the case in the parents' eye. Doesn't matter how old they are, they're always gonna be the baby. That's what I meant, by the way.
I knew what you meant.
That's what meant.
What a save.
I knew what you meant.
Oh, that one, man.
Okay, cool. Just to wrap it up, this is the segment, I guess, where I ask the guests, do you have any questions specifically to Dad? Maybe on that, to get some advice on his parenting journey, or maybe a question you've never asked Dad that you wanted to ask Dad?
I should wish I planned this one before.
Good. Can we move on now?
No. Let me see.
But you can't. What? No, yeah. That's the question. The other question is, what's either your favorite thing about fatherhood?
Okay, I'll start with the easiest one. Yeah, favorite thing is just it's the simple like joys of the day, like just her just being so happy and just having no worries, like, and I feel like that energy is just so infectious.
Yeah, me and Natalie say that all the time.
Like, if you're sad, go be around a baby.
Yeah.
Honestly,
it's wild. So that energy just coming into the house is just it's beautiful. So sometimes someone people made a joke, oh yeah, you should get your baby into modeling and all of this. And I'm like, yeah, she could start earning her keep, but but actually she's earning the keep, like her just being her, like it just brings so much value, like so. So yeah, that's that. Questions for Dad. Okay.
Listening.
You and Okay, yeah, it's a okay.
Be
So we
careful, be
went back
careful,
to
you guys.
Barbados a couple of years back, and then we bumped into someone who knew your dad, and he was telling like all sorts of stories about your dad. We know your dad is he could have his own sitcom series. But
Okay.
how did your relationship with your dad affect your approach to us growing up?
It's a good question.
Yeah,
Very
that's
good
a
question. And yeah, okay, how am I going to answer that one? Because to be honest with you, I wasn't actually raised with my dad. I was raised with my grandmother, to be fair. So my grandmother was my mum and my dad. So my dad wasn't really there for me in my younger days or younger life. Nor my later life, to be honest with you. So, but one of the things that I wanted to do was to be there for my kids.
Is that because he wasn't there?
I guess so. Right, but on the same token, that I just probably myself that I'm a family person, and it's just something that's built in me to be there. Not just saying because my dad wasn't there for me, I'm going to be there for my kids. Sorry, but yeah, I just want to be there. As I said, when I was actually working up in another country, I realized that you guys were growing up really quick, and I wasn't there, and that's something I didn't want to see happen. But like next time I come on, you guys are like doing this and doing that, and thinking, when did that happen? And I just want to be part of that scenario for you guys growing up. So, as far as my dad is concerned, as I said earlier on, he wasn't there. He was in a different relationship. Let's put it that way. He'd married, moved on, and everything else like so. Different family. And my grandmother was actually my parents back then. So I can't compare him with me or put myself in his shoe because I'm not sure what his shoes were like
I
as
love
far as
that
kids
for
are
you.
concerned. So yeah.
Fair enough. And then last question for you. What advice would you give to dads, new dads? Well, not even, new dads or fathers. You can't say be present.
Get as much
That's my
sleep as you
favourite
can
word.
before the baby comes.
Oh gosh.
Because everyone said that, but damn, it didn't really hit me until boy. But yeah, get as much sleep as you can, do as much as you can before. But yeah,
Well,
just enjoy every day.
I was gonna say I feel like you were conscious about the timing of having a child in terms of not having a child early because
Yeah.
you and your wife have been together since uni.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you had been together a while, and I feel like again it's to set a standard that I look at is that like you guys, you got together young, you guys were teenagers, but you've traveled.
Yeah.
You go both established your careers and what it is that you want to do. You've just explored and had lots of different experiences, and now it's like you're settling down because you were both travelers. So
Yeah,
you were
yeah.
both like off jet setting and doing
Yeah.
things. So now that you've done that, you've both kind of like settled down, I guess, and like, okay, cool, yeah. We're family planning, but I like that from my side, it seemed quite intentional because if you've been together since 19 and you're in your 30s and I'm nearly there, you could have had a child in this long
Yeah,
gap,
yeah.
but it
Yeah.
felt very intentional to kind of do those things, like you said, travel and do all of that. So I like the intentionality. So do you still feel like there's more you would have done before you had a child?
Yeah, you could always feel like you could always feel like you could have
Done more.
but it definitely came at the right time. Like I feel like it couldn't have been any longer. So, but yeah, you're right. It was planned. Like I wanted to do this, wanted to get house, get properties, whatever. Then get married. To be honest, I never really had that mindset before growing up because obviously my parents were not married, but I saw that they still had a good relationship. So
Yeah.
marriage was something that kind of came to me more later down the line as something, okay, it would be a good way to do it.
Yeah.
But because I saw it doesn't have to go that way, but it's a nice thing. So anyway, but yeah, get the house, get married, whatever. And then, do your have time to express yourself, be everything you got to be. Because when the baby comes, it's all about them, you know? So, but yeah, that's what worked for us. Obviously taking our time, planning it and doing, I can't say, everyone is different, but yeah, that definitely worked for us in terms of actually, doing the things we wanted to do at the right time. But yeah, I wouldn't say all I know in life, there's no script. So I don't want to put like a pressure or people to do things that way. Everything. Look at Jordan, like his journey is so beautiful. Like, and it just feels so right for him, you know, the way
it worked.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So I think everyone has their own path. You just gotta embrace whatever comes to you, essentially.
Yes, I think that's a good note to end the episode.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining us, Mr.
Thanks
Hackett.
for having me. Finally, you know, got my space on the table.
Oh my gosh.
When are you going to be back for the next one?
When I get the next invite. But yeah, I know you guys got a lot of people to speak to, so
I love it. Get up close.
Get out close. But yeah, thank you guys. Oh, I can't believe I didn't say this at the beginning. So I might try and put this back at the beginning. But you guys need to like, comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're on Spotify as well. You can leave a 5-star review. You can follow and just engage with us on TikTok and on Instagram. Everything is at Harry's Daughter Pod. So thanks for joining us, and I'll see you on the next one.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a nice weekend.
come on.